This is Pinball M, which is kind of a very weird spin-off of Pinball FX. It's supposed to be the mature tables, and it's like the horror IP and stuff, which I thought was really bizarre, because I thought the whole point of kind of rebooting the whole Pinball FX thing was to put all the tables in one package. I assume it has something to do with like the age rating or something, but yeah, I'm a little bit weirded out by it. I was like, oh, what? What is this? And like, I kind of missed it releasing, and then I was like, oh, okay, here it is. So it's free to play. So you get this table. This is the free to play table of the game, and then as per usual, you can like buy the other tables and stuff like that. There's like a death save bundle, and then they have a bunch of other kind of things. Like the main game, Pinball FX, now has like a subscription kind of focus to it. So yeah, it's a bit odd. Like Pinball FX is the best pinball we have. Well, I think it's like kind of the only pinball we have. I think there's some like indie pinball releases that happen where you get some like quaint kind of indie ports of pinball kind of games occasionally that I see pop up, but yeah, this is kind of your premier sort of pinball experience for sure. So what are we getting here? It's 4K 60. That there is options, so I don't know if that's going to show up in the visual things. So yeah, we've got performance mode, so this disables the ray tracing, improves shadow quality resolution, and then we've got quality mode, which enables ray tracing the cost, resolution, shadow quality. So we'll just kind of show that off there, so you can see immediately that the resolution quality dips, it gets a little bit more jagged. I think it still looks really, really great, but you do have the effects of ray tracing applied. It doesn't really seem to be reflective, so I'm assuming more of a lighting type scenario on this one, unless you get like a really shiny table or something like that, I guess. But oh wow, that went right under. So I think it's more like a feature check. Oh come on, more like a feature check mark. We've got HDR support. I can't believe it fell under like that. That's a little disappointing. So yeah, and then we can go to settings. We're just gonna put performance mode back on because it's like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so you get this cut, you can play it, I guess it's kind of meant for yourself. Usually they have all these differing features here. There we go, we got an achievement, highest among the highest. Lots of achievements in this one. So yeah, and then you got a bunch of different modes, so you've got classic, arcade, hot seat. So yeah, there's a number of players you can play. I wonder why I just note single player, because I'm like, it should be the same as Pinball. It's basically the same as Pinball FX, but, you know, there's all these challenges, but they've just kind of like thrown it into this horror adult type package, which I find a bit bizarre. And we've got the copywritten music off because obviously, I mean, gonna get stomped if that's the thing. Which they do actually have the settings for under audio, which is really nice. That is appreciated considering I usually do videos of their stuff. Not as much these days, but you know, when they've got a new new game out or new tables or something, occasionally take a look. So it's like right now we've got Dead by Daylight Pinball, we've got The Thing Pinball, we've got Duke Nukem's Pinball, and Chucky's Pinball. I think we could play the demo and take a look at these and just kind of show them off to you. It would have been nice if I would have had access to at least the basic tables to do stuff on this one, but yeah, you can kind of see here, you know, it's just nice little Chucky table. I think some of this stuff is returning too, tables-wise. I'm not quite sure, because like I said, there was the Pinball FX3, and then they kind of rebooted it all, which I thought was an odd change, but it made sense to have like a new infrastructure, I guess. But because that's funny, the whole point of like Pinball FX3 was to be all of your tables in one package, and then they just like reboot it all and change like the money model and stuff, and it's just kind of like, really? That's terrifying. I can't even concentrate on what was happening in the pinball game from the weird speaking going on. But like, you know, it's kind of a cool stuff. Like, they always do really good tables. You know, the game always looks really nice. They have lots of little cool effects. You know, if you enjoy pinball, there's not really, gaming-wise, I don't personally think there's anything that kind of compares to what Zen does with the pinball games. I guess if you were playing the main pinball game, like you were playing Pinball FX, there would be also the retro tables, which I don't know if they have those in this one. Maybe they'll appear down the road and they'll do different, you know, kind of additions to this, because I'm assuming, again, this is like a bit of an age ratings kind of reasoning for this to be like this. But as I said, it's just weird, because it's like the whole point, you know, of having like one package for Pinball FX was to have all the tables in one package. That was literally the concept. And then they've got this spin-off here. So I mean, if you're a horror fan, you know, if they add to this, I guess it's kind of cool. I don't know, it's just kind of a weird bizarre, so we've only got like a little bit of time, you know, with this game here, which is kind of interesting. Oh, they've even got like little Chucky things going on in the top left. I hope that doesn't permit bad for copyright type stuff, but at least they give you a demo to kind of get a feel for it, right? Which is kind of nice. Wow, it's actually just going like right through there. Otherwise, I'd just be showing you the base table, and that's no fun. Wow. That's kind of embarrassing. I think I failed miserably. Nice, we'll exit the table. It's cool that they give you a demo, though. I think that's kind of nice. It just gives you a feel for it. Let's do the demo for Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem forever. Or is it too soon to say that? Yeah. So, I mean, technically, if you'd like the base kind of non-IP type of table, you know, it's not bad, right? Duke must die. It's kind of funny. And I love all the table designs that they do. All their tables are so different. I mean, you get such a variety of stuff. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say I love all their tables. You know, I've reviewed so many of their tables over the years, and I'm not like a pinball expert, as you might have noticed. I just kind of have fun playing like a little bit of casual pinball, knocking the ball around, seeing what happens, stuff like that. The more intense players get all like, oh, you have to hit this and do this, and you have to aim for this stuff, and you know, that's cool and all. I just kind of get a little bit of enjoyment out of occasionally doing a little bit of pinball play. All to their own, right? But yeah, it's kind of a cool sort of experience. You know, I think it's Pinball M for mature, right? Would be the kind of idea for the naming connotation on that one. I don't know. Just, again, the whole kind of concept here for this package is just a bit peculiar to me. I'm just like, why specifically do this split off? I mean, we're talking here about the quality of it, and you know, it's nice. The tables look good, everything runs well, it's got your performance mode options, cutting edge of pinball action. But yeah, it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's intriguing. You know, it's definitely something a little different. So I guess if you need your fix of different types of tables, you now have to buy multiple different table packages. I mean, I guess in the day for like Pinball FX 2, I think there was spin-offs, wasn't there? There was like Star Wars pack spin-offs, but I think those still were available within the main game as well, right? I don't think they were split off to any degree. I don't know. I kind of like it. I mean, it's like regular pinball. I don't really have too many complaints, right? If you want to do Duke Nukem, you want to do some other stuff, you just kind of go in here, slap the balls around, have a good time. Oh, slapping the balls, you know how it is. Having a good bit of a laugh. I don't know what you want from me, Duke. Like, even this is really cool from like a Duke Nukem table perspective. Like, you got Duke Nukem there doing his cool effects. You've got these like little eggs and everything like that. It's actually, doesn't actually even say, I don't remember what their names are, but you know, the Earth Defense Force and yeah, Wake the Nest 2 more times. Just kind of cool. I mean, if it's also not like super obvious, you know, like there's missions you do on the tables too, like actual missions that you can accomplish. There's all the different games I was kind of showing off with the first table, like, you know, all these different challenges. There's great little animation work here because you get like characters that move around on the table, and you know, like you got Duke running around, but other tables will have different characters kind of interacting with what's going on. And yeah, it just, again, in general, they're very well polished tables and offerings. It's a very, very good experience. The Thing, wow. I just actually caught a little bit of this not too long ago. It is a classic horror IP thing.
I'm gonna hide this tape when I just want to get up to my shack and get drunk.
Oh wow, this is pretty good too. And that was not a good that was not a good hit off the bat, that is for sure. Holy.
Damn it, be careful.
Man's best friend. They've got all this little nice stuff. Oh, and you use the... Wow. Yeah, you use the little vehicle there. Actually, I don't know if I'm familiar with these tables before. Maybe I've just never gotten them or something. Or maybe they are all new for this. I just strangely remember some of this stuff being available at some point. I don't know. Time is so distorted, especially with game releases where there's like, you know, however many iterations of just Pinball FX itself at this point. Not to mention spin-offs or any other kind of weird things that go on. Right in the middle. Yeah, they even use the movie stuff in the top left. That's pretty cool. If that'll be any copyright issues. Oh, a little bit of performance drops on that. Interesting. That's weird. It's almost like a pinball, because that was all cleaned up entirely for the new pinball experience. Like performance drops. Like it's actually a little chugging a bit
Why don't we just
there, which is odd.
wait here for a little while?
I failed that badly that fast at the thing. The thing found me and it got me. And then we have the Dead by Daylight, which is cool because yeah, I kind of like Dead by Daylight. I'm surprised. Like, I guess they got like a number of unique custom characters and creatures and stuff. Holy, there's a lot going on here. It's like, I guess this like makes sense as a package, right?
Claudette,
that's funny. And it's, again, the core base of this is free to play, so you can sit there and you can play the base table as much as you want. The idea is the custom table they make sort of is like your entryway into buying other tables is generally the concept, right? They get you in at the lowest price, which is free, and then you kind of go, oh, this is really cool, and you buy little tables that you like, or you get the subscription type thing usually for the pinball stuff. Because like I said, if you like this concept and you maybe haven't heard of Pinball FX, you know, it's a free-to-play game as well. I've done video review on it, kind of talking about what it has to offer, and this is just kind of a spin-off in the vein of that kind of thing. Oh, you even get blood points in the top. That's kind of cool. So yeah, this was a really interesting idea, I think, was to do this thing, you know, kind of basically split off these other things. I don't know if I like it, because I thought the full concept was, like, again, I mentioned it a few times, the whole idea of doing Pinball FX, like, again, like revamping it again, was to literally just get everything unified and upgraded for the current generation. Oh, come on. So it's just kind of like, it is so weird to me that they are going in this direction with it, because it would have just been nice to have this all under one roof again. Because that was the whole idea with Pinball FX3, and then they're like, oh, well, we gotta reboot it and do the different, like, model for monetization and stuff, and it's like, okay, whatever. And now we're getting, like, spin-offs again, and it's just... Yeah, I'm a little perplexed by the idea that they were kind of going for in that regard, but I think you can have some fun with it. I think you could do some cool things. If you like pinball, as I've said a couple times, there really isn't anything better than Pinball FX for consoles, aside from, like, again, very small little indie stuff here or there, but yeah, it's just like a very well put together package overall, their games. And then this one, yeah, it's just kind of a nice little thing. Honestly, it's a nice little game that you can have some fun with. You can just play some pinball. play the fruit table, see if you like it, see if you want to go further with it. You know, if you do, there's all these extra, you know, tables and stuff you can grab, but I think this table is pretty cool. You know, it's got like some creepy kind of stuff. Maybe this is just, again, an age rating thing where they're allowing themselves to have a little bit more fun and do something a little creepier, more violent with the whole concept of pinball. And cool, you know, all the power to them to experiment and do different things. You know, I can see that they'd be like, oh, well, we're kind of limited by what we can do for pinball stuff. Because I guess most of their stuff usually is pretty, like, all ages friendly. You know, sometimes they get some slightly more mature tracks or tables based on like IP and stuff that's a little bit more adult, but it's not usually creepy like this one is. There's a little bit of blood and gore going on, so yeah. I mean, I wouldn't really say it's violent to any degree either, and I don't know how you would really even define that. But it's kind of a cool effort. I think you might enjoy it. And oh wow, I can literally not hit anything today on this one, but yeah, Pinball M, I guess. Kind of a neat concept for sure. And I'll just leave a little bit of non-commentary gameplay if you just want to see the table play in action.
Which way, I wonder?
A cult? Here? How is that possible?
There is still a lot to learn, Doctor. No more danger. You can rest now.
Just for a moment, I glimpsed it. It's incomprehensible.
Excellent score, I suppose. Welcome back.
Help is here. Strike!
No more danger. You can rest now. You could live forever. Unfortunate. No more danger. You can rest now. You could live forever.
Help is here.
Unfortunate. It is done. Welcome back. You could live forever.
Help is here.
No more danger. You can rest now.
Strike! would love to publish these findings. Now, to understand what they are.